Roles are reversed, and today I am in the hot seat, unfortunately.
That is right. I'm going to be speaking for the guys today and asking Katie B all the questions that guys are too afraid to ask girls. So she's going to be speaking for the girls. I'm speaking for the guys today.
Yay.
It is your Cup of Tea podcast. Your boy Josh here.
And your girl, Katie. And I don't know how I feel about this one.
There's a lot of questions, and we've done similar videos to this before, but today on the podcast, we have lots of time to speak about it. We're going to go into more detail, and I'm also going to put some different questions with a little twist on them too.
More detail leaves me more opportunity to get canceled. I'm just kidding.
No, 100%. And we're also going to throw in some pregnancy ones in there because obviously Katie B's pregnant. 34 weeks today for baby girl. Happy birthday. Do we want to sing her happy birthday?
No, we do not. But honestly, it's crazy. The pregnancy is going by so fast. Like literally, we were just talking to someone who had a baby at 36 weeks. That would be us having a baby in 2 weeks.
That is insane to think about. Like we were actually booking something to travel for business, and we're gonna just have to not do it, obviously, because I'm like, holy crap, like you're already 34 weeks pregnant. But you can only avoid the questions for so long. So we're gonna get right into it. And the first question I have is, you're gonna be speaking for the girls, but honestly, this one's more so yourself. Do you miss being single? And you can be honest, you're not gonna offend me. Like I could totally relate to you if you did miss being single.
I miss being single. I'm just kidding. I don't miss being single at all. Honestly, when I was with my ex-boyfriend at the time, there was moments where I was like, I didn't miss being single, but I kind of was like, it's so nice to be single. Like when after I broke up with him, I was like, wow, I love being single. But that's only because I was in a toxic relationship. So I feel like if you're in the perfect relationship or not even perfect, but like a good, healthy relationship, then you don't miss being single because you still have your independence. You still have your freedom. And I feel like you've never taken that from me. So I feel like that's the only thing that I would miss of being single. I love being in a relationship. It's like someone to get to share your life with. It's like do adventures. It's like I still have freedom of being single. Not in like a disrespectful way.
Excuse me. She said, I still have freedom of being single. What is that supposed to mean? Like, what have we got? An upside down pineapple? We flickering the lights?
No,
what are we doing on this podcast, Catherine McKinley Bruckner?
I don't desire to be
You have a daughter now. You're a mother.
Oh my God. I don't desire to be hooking up with other people or anything like that. So to me, the only problem of when I wasn't single and wanted to be single was someone not controlling my life. You don't control my life.
I see. So you don't think I'm controlling at all?
No, not even a little bit. There's no James Kennedy in you. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
We're watching Vanderpump Rules and we're
don't say word.
Yes, shut
I was
up.
into it for a little while.
You're watching it. You're watching
over it.
You could name all the cast members, tell me all the drama. You are into it. Don't even.
Whatever.
Why does every guy deny the fact that they like reality TV?
In the beginning, I was about it, but it's
it's going to get really good.
You can only watch so much. Yeah, I'm excited for the future because apparently the drama gets intense. But anyway, speaking of drama, you just said you get to enjoy the things of being single, which I'm still a little I don't know how I feel about that. But I could see, it all depends the way you look at it. But there's things being single that I could say maybe I miss. Maybe.
What? I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
not really true. Just because I love doing everything with you.
And sleeping with you. Not that, but at night.
Oh, so you don't love that. Babe, you are just.
No, I do love that. I'm saying that's not what I'm talking about when I'm saying I love sleeping. I love cuddling. I love getting to share my life with someone. I love always having a support system. It's being with your best friend 24/7. I love it.
Even though this isn't about me, I'm going to make it about me real quick.
Let me guess, you miss being single?
Well, the thing I do miss about being single is, first of all, having to share my food with you. It's just not the vibe. When do I ever ask you for a bite of your salad? I never am yo, babe, can I get a couple bites of your salad? No, because that's just nasty.
You're just trying to be relatable.
I'm not trying to be relatable.
When have I stolen your food recently? Look me in the eyes, Joshua, and tell me when I have stolen your food in the past month. Or 2 months. Or 3 months.
Can I just be 100%? It's when you're I don't really want fries. I'm going to get a side salad, but then you eat half of my fries.
But I feel like I haven't done that in a long time.
Or it's oh, babe, I just want a bite of the cookie. And then you eat half of it. It's fine. It's just if I had to say there was something I miss about being single,
Josh,
that's 100%.
When recently.
I'm just being real.
But look at me, when recently have I stolen your food?
But
I feel like recently I haven't.
It's a double-edged sword.
You're not answering my question.
Well, because I don't want to,
because I'm right. Because I haven't stolen your food.
Because I will purposely like order an extra cookie and let some of it go to waste because I'm like, I need my own.
So you're just thick.
Really, I'm just thick. That's really all.
Answer my question. When recently have I stolen your food? I haven't recently.
No, you haven't. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But we've been eating at home a lot recently. We've been being
we
good.
have not.
Yes, we have.
What did we have for dinner last night?
I don't remember.
Torchy's tacos. What did we have for lunch yesterday?
Torchy's chacos.
Flower child.
Torchy's
What did we have the day before that? Chipotle.
Heart.
We have not been eating at home. We've been bad.
All right, you guys, we interrupt your podcast to discuss the weather. It is 120 degrees outside in Arizona right now.
It's hot
as hell. And when it is this hot, you need to stay hydrated. And that's why we want to talk about Liquid IV real quick.
Which is our sponsor today. And guys, we're actually really excited about this one because Joshua B and I love Liquid IV. Like I always make sure I at least have one a day to make sure that I'm staying extra hydrated because we are both water drinkers. Like we love our water, but sometimes like I need like a good flavor, and this actually hydrates you 2 times faster than water. So
one really Liquid IV pack and 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster. And what I love about it is, like Katie B was saying, sometimes for me like water gets like boring or a little bland, so
you need like a flavor.
If you want to spice it up, my favorite flavor is the lemon lime. It's got a kind of zesty vibe to it,
the green grape. I feel like that's really good. And
green grape,
it has no artificial sweeteners and zero sugar, with artificial sweeteners and zero sugar, which is amazing. And honestly, like we said, we'd like to have one a day. I look forward to it. Like it's so good.
Exactly. So we want to hook you guys up with some Liquid IV. Katie B, hit them with it.
All right, guys. So real people, real flavor, real hydrating, now sugar-free. Grab your Liquid IV hydration multiplier sugar-free in bulk nationwide at Costco, or get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code YourCoupleT at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you use the promo code YourCoupleT at liquidiv.com.
Your Couple T and Liquid IV, baby. Let's go. Okay, this is an interesting one. Something about pregnancy. I don't think we've ever talked about this, but how are you going to respond to hate comments about being a mom? And let me tell you, once you bring a child into this world, the comments, the haters like come out of nowhere. Dude. And I don't think you guys can hear it because obviously it's not picking up on the mic, but my dog is going absolutely nuts right now.
I feel like they probably can. Oh, it's just a package.
Yeah.
What'd you order? Here. Let's talk about your shopping problem. What'd you order?
Answer my question. And the haters come out of nowhere, by the way, when you have a child.
They honestly really do, because even like being pregnant, like the amount of hate you get for random things, people are like, you're trying to kill your baby, you're drinking coffee. I'm like, first of all, why would you ever say that to someone? Like someone's trying to kill the baby that they purposely got pregnant. Like that's like kind of just a effed up thing to say, first of all. And 100%. Second of all, I've seen like other influencers who are moms get attacked, and the type of attack, they're like, you can't do that, you're a terrible mom. It's like moms, I think, sometimes think that their way is the only way, and they don't realize that every kid is different, every situation is different. They might have a different situation with their husband, with their kids, and it's like there's multiple ways to parent kids.
100%.
And like as a parent, it's their choice. So it's like I think it'll be frustrating reading some comments, but like I really don't think I'm gonna let it bother me too much, because
do I just say it?
What?
The funniest one to me is when it's like what we just talked about this other day. I'm losing like the word, like your kid didn't agree to it, or
consent.
Oh yeah, your kid didn't consent to be on social media, like even in the womb, like, and you're gonna post about your child.
They were mad that I posted a picture of my bump.
Hold on, my kid didn't consent to being born.
Yeah, no,
my kid did. And did I consent to going to school as a kid? Hell no. I told my parents every day I didn't want to go to school.
I'm sure there's gonna be people that take and run with this and be like, JT Vlogs is so terrible because blah blah blah.
Crazy.
Be like, go crazy. Like honestly, like,
I just think it's
have
so
your
funny.
Opinions.
It's like, oh, well, your kid didn't consent to being on social media. It's like, okay,
I didn't consent to the spankings I got.
When my mom made me take like a picture in first grade, I didn't consent to it, but who the hell cares? Like, it's on Facebook, it's out there.
Yeah, no, because they didn't post on social media. I'm like, okay, but all that shit's on Facebook now.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the thing is what's so interesting is like whether you're an influencer or not, I think that like moms take pictures of their kids.
It's not even
the
posting pictures. It's more so like the amount of comments I've seen about like, oh, your kid didn't consent to this. I'm like, my kid didn't consent to being brought into this world. No. Like they didn't tell me like, hey, like
No offense.
You guys can have a baby now. Like,
there's a reason.
That's not how it works.
There's a reason why when you go to the doctor, where you go places, you have a legal guardian. They make the authority of your choices up until you're 18 years old, because there's a reason. They're your parent. They make choices for you.
Anyways, I don't know. It's just, to me, that's the funniest one, because it's like, well, yeah, when I was 6 years old, I didn't consent to going to school, but my parents made me do it.
Yeah.
I didn't consent to wearing jeans every day because my school had a dress code, but I did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it sounds like a little silly.
I could do an entire podcast on
no,
that.
That's a whole different topic than like making your kid film all these videos and doing things once they're older and they like really don't want to, or even if they're younger and they hate the camera. If you're doing something your kid doesn't like, that's just kind of being like a bad parent. That's
but at
different.
the same time, like, you'll see like all these athletes, like for example, Tiger Woods, we watched the documentary. Like, there was so many times, like, even like it was filmed where Tiger Woods like, oh, like, dad, like, I want to go play with my friends. I don't want to golf. And it's like, this is definitely a little different topic, but like, like, he made his kid be disciplined to something, and look at him now. Like, you know, I'm not saying everybody wants to be there. Tiger Woods isn't
a good example, because Tiger Woods had like a lot go wrong.
Okay, the scandals regardless, but
okay, I see your point of saying like a professional athlete or certain things that where it's like they're very happy with the success and stuff they have in their life, but also I think there's a fine balance between that. Like, even think like child actors, it's like they might be successful, but they might have trauma because their parents push them too hard.
Yeah, it's a little different, because I've heard some crazy stories about that industry. Let's not get into it, because
I think
let's not.
I think as long as like you're a parent and you have your like child's best interest, at the end of the day, you're going to be making decisions for them because they're a child and they can't make decisions. Yeah. Because if you let a kid make all the decisions, then why wouldn't you just let them go in the road and get hit by a car? Why are you so mean? Why would you tell your kid no? Why would you not let your kid have the consent if they're going to run in the road or not? It's kind of like there's a reason you protect your kids and do certain things for your kids. Yeah. I think also. But anyway, that could be a long topic that I could go
Moving on.
I'm sure we will get so much hate as time goes on for being parents. Every influencer or even just people in general that have kids get kind of hate on for the way that they do things, because it's not the way that other people want them to do things.
Like, honestly, I feel like we've never really cared about the hate. Like, I don't
no, and I feel like honestly a lot of our audience is like super sweet, and like
we got to move on though. We're not moving on. We said we're moving on like 10 times. Let's move on. Have I ever gave you the ick?
Not that I can think of, but like I've definitely told you that before, like joking around.
I was gonna say, like, you've definitely said that to me before, so I feel like I have,
but not actually, not like an actual ick. Like, you did something and I was like, that was like funny. I know, but it's not even like, I don't think you've actually ever given me the ick.
Never? Not once?
I mean, maybe if you were like pooping and I walked in, I'm like, but like, no, not really.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you've ever gave me the ick either.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe once or twice.
Pause.
But that's for another podcast. This is an interesting one. I always I'm wondering this. I already know the answer to it regardless of what you say, but will you love the baby more than me?
No, but I do think it'll be a different type of love. But that's what I've been told.
I just feel like I'm already accepting that you will, but
no, I think it's completely different, because I think you're supposed to, I think it's a completely different
love.
I
wouldn't even say like that's a bad thing. Like, I don't know.
No, I think I definitely know that I will always like want to make sure that I put our relationship first, because I always feel like marriages like fall apart when you don't keep your marriage like the center. So I think that that's very important. And I don't think I would ever love you less or love you differently. I just think I'm going to have so much love for our kids. So to say like, oh, I'd love our baby more than you, like, no, but like, I don't know. And it's not like, oh, I'd love you less or love you. Just be like, I might just have like a totally different, I've just heard that like, it's way like the love you have for your kid is like insane.
No, 100%.
But like the love I have for you is like beyond insane. So I can't imagine a love being even greater, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't know. I feel like some people maybe look at that as a negative thing, but like, I feel like you should love the kid more than me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It makes me like sad to be like, oh, I'd love the baby. It's different.
Like, more. I mean, you got to think like that. The baby is like being made inside you right now. You're going to give birth to it.
The baby also
it's a mix of both of us. So like, if you love
like,
yourself and you love me so much, now you have, boom,
but that's what I'm saying.
A combination of both.
The baby is also part of you. So it's like, how could I not love the baby?
I don't know. That's a weird Yeah, that's interesting.
But I don't think it's like a you
Never
love
really thought of that.
more or less than. It's just like you love both. Like it's just a different type of love.
No, I think it's bad when you don't care about the other person anymore, and like you only care about the child. Like that's when it could get bad.
Yeah, when you just like you're like that's the only thing you care about. What?
Okay, this next question, you can lie.
Spit it out.
Have you ever faked it?
Yeah.
100%.
You have?
I have.
You can't.
Well, you definitely can. I'm not saying I have with you, but I have. But the question's not about me. It's about you.
Oh, good. So you have with someone else? Can I
answer the question? Do you want to give detail? Like, do you want
to? Not really like detail, but like maybe just like I wasn't really feeling it. Like not in the mood, but I was doing it more so for you.
Let's wrap this
but I was
up.
doing it more so because like for you. And so like, yeah, maybe I can't really like, it's not like I remember like, and it's not even like it's that big of a deal. Like it's not, yeah.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
But I feel like that's very common for a girl to do, but not all the time. Like, and now I feel like you would like, I don't know. I feel like you would, that's probably like pre being like earlier stages.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
But yeah. But wait. Can I know about the time you faked it?
No, this podcast is not about
Wait,
me.
why did you fake it? Like what was wrong? Because I feel like guys don't normally do that.
I don't remember like very specifically. I just feel like.
Do you remember who it was?
Yeah,
you do. You're smiling.
You don't even know her.
Well, I don't care if I know her or not, but I just want to know the story.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into
Why? Why did she not? What was it? Gross? Like was it?
I'm not getting into that.
Were you like not feeling it? Like I'm curious.
Yeah, the vibe. I just wasn't feeling it, which is fine. That happens.
But my question is, how do you fake it as a guy?
Well, if you're wearing protection, you just
quickly be like, oh yeah, and then run.
Yeah.
Anyway, interesting.
Moving on.
I feel like that was so TMI.
I feel like this is a good follow-up question. Is being a virgin a turn off? And this one's like asking obviously for other guys because I wasn't. So
I feel like absolutely not. I think it's actually I think it's really cool when people do wait and not sleep around. If I was dating, if I was like back before I met you and like someone was, I don't think that that's a turn off at all. And I think guys actually look at that as like such of like a really attractive thing. I think it's actually the complete opposite. I think most guys would want to be with someone who hasn't slept around.
I think it's a girl, like if a guy's a virgin, is that a turn off? Not that.
I think for some girls, if you've been sleeping around, it might be, but like I think it's kind of cool. I think it says a lot about a guy.
I wouldn't think anyone thinks that's a turn off, honestly.
No. I think guys think so much into it too. If like they haven't, like they think like, and I think guys lie about it a lot of times. So I think a lot of guys would just pretend that they have because they don't want to feel like, oh, like I'm weird. I'm not like the other guys who have hooked up with girls, but I actually think it's pretty cool. But I feel like guys would lie about that.
100%.
So, yeah.
I mean, for me personally, is like, yeah, when the boys are all talking about it and like you're the guy that hasn't, like, there's no shame there, but it's like
we've definitely talked to
you might feel like left out of the conversation.
We've definitely talked to people before, like I feel like many times, and it's like it's very obvious that they probably haven't had sex yet, and then like a guy will be like, oh no, but they told me they have, and then I'm like, well, what else are they gonna tell? Like, of course
probably
they're
just saying that, so
they're gonna say that in front of the boys, like yeah. But I think that's pretty cool.
This one is one of my favorite questions I have for you today. Is it really that hard to decide where to eat? And don't you dare say you always decide because you have one go-to place you ever pick.
For me personally, it is pretty hard, but it's not actually that hard if it's just me. I kind of normally can decide what I want, but the reason it makes why I'm always so indecisive is because I feel like I don't like to pick something and then have the responsibility of it not being good for you.
Like, why?
Because I'll feel guilty. I don't know why. It's like a thing. Like I literally will feel guilty. Like if I'm like, oh, I really want this, unless I'm like craving it and you're like unsure about it, then like I feel like I'm like making you eat something you don't want. and I just feel guilty about it and I can't enjoy it. Like I like knowing we're going somewhere where you want, and then I'm like, yeah, that sounds good too. I like more so just like going where you want to go when it comes to food for some reason. But like when like you say, is it that hard? It's really not that hard, because like when you go skydiving or you go golfing and I'm ordering lunch or something myself, it's so easy for me to pick what I want. Like I'm just like, oh, I want that.
Why? Where's that energy when I'm like, what do you want to eat?
Because a lot of the places I really do like, you don't love. Like if I wanted to go
Name
get
one.
Mad Greens, you would turn it down every single time.
Okay, that's pretty low on my list, but
that Farmer Boy's place, you'd probably turn down.
I've never been there.
Well, yeah, but you'd probably turn it down.
Isn't it a burger place? I love burgers.
Yeah, but it's like
it's
more fast food.
It's a burger place.
It's salads, and I've said it a couple times. You've turned it down.
I would absolutely go there.
I just think it's easier.
More like fast food.
It's just
though.
easier
like,
for me.
It looks like a stomach.
Yeah. See. And I'm the problem.
Okay, okay. First of all, I've never heard of you ever having Farmer Boys, so don't act like you go there all the time.
Check our DoorDash.
Mad Greens, sure. Mad Greens, you've gone to.
Chop Shop,
we'll
you might not want it.
I love Chop Shop.
I know you like it for lunch, but like if I want it for dinner, you'd probably be like, I don't really feel like it for dinner.
That's not like a dinner vibe.
and he thinks I'm the problem. You guys can go. It's very obvious what's going on here. So that's why I like to go where you want to go, and then if I agree with it, it's just we both are on the same page.
But to be fair, I've never heard you suggest Farmer Boys, and you rarely suggest Mad Greens. I will try to sway your opinion, but like we've gotten Mad Greens before, 100%.
Yeah, and then you bitch.
And I love Chop Shop. We always get Chop Shop.
Yeah.
It's rare you ever. Anyway.
I'm just saying it's easier when it's just me. Like I can make a decision like really quick because I'm not like factoring into what you want.
You don't gotta worry about me, I'm trying to do. But like when I'm like, yo, what do you want to eat?
There's
like,
been so
let's
many
go
times
where you want.
I wanted Flower Child, and you're like, and then you're like, you want Chipotle, so I'm like, okay, let's just go. Like, just give me your options, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, because like if you're on the fence, because if she's on the fence, if she's like, oh, I could do Flower Child, I could do Chipotle, I'm like, well, like I personally would like. I'd rather have Chipotle, but like I'll do Flower Child too. And she's like, oh, let's get Chipotle then.
Here's the truth. Josh is a true fatty, and I support him. Okay, that's all it is. It's me being a good wife, and whatever you want. If I am like, I'll also eat that. I'm like, give me your options, and I'll pick from your options.
Yeah, no,
that's honestly better.
You're not difficult. I'm just like sometimes I'm
you
like
got it
really
good.
Want to go where you want to go, but like you just always say I don't
know. Sometimes I'll say. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking about me being a fatty, would you still love me if I had a dad bod?
Yes, I'd still love you.
But like, what would anything change? Like, be honest. Because to me personally, I would hope it would.
I don't think it's necessarily like physically, like I wouldn't be attracted to you. I don't think it's anything like that. I think like something would kind of be going on with you, like mentally. And that's not to say if someone else was bigger, then they have something mentally going on with them or anything like that. It's just, I know you personally, and I know that working out and like doing those things is like what brings you so much excitement. So I feel like there'd be a deeper issue that was going on with you.
Well,
just you personally.
That's why I would hope you would care, because like for me, I feel like if I did that, like that in my head, like me personally, like I would be letting myself go. And like I would hate for you as my wife to like watch me do that and not say anything.
But I wouldn't say anything like, oh, like babe, you're getting fat or you're doing this or that.
There's differences. Like if I broke something, like, if I got injured and like,
but all I'm saying is
something, or if like we were just really like stressed out or something bad was like, there's definitely stages of life.
Yeah.
But it's like,
but just knowing,
it's been very rare that like I'll find time to
knowing you and knowing that is like a huge part of your life and something you love. And like, I feel like that like fuels your passion for other things. And it like literally like, even when you were, both legs were broken in a wheelchair, you're doing pull-ups at the gym. Like that's just always been you. So like if something was going on and you were like so done with it, unless you were like telling me why you don't like want to do that anymore, I would kind of be more so worried. Like I'd be like, hey, like what's going on like mentally? Like I would kind of have to like more so mentally check in with you. But like as far as like attractiveness, I still think that I'd be attracted to you. Do I think that someone who's like really fit versus like more overweight, of course any person's gonna say it's gonna be more attractive.
Hey, dad bods are in. Some people like that.
Some people like that too, and I'm not even saying that that's bad. I'm just saying like I definitely think that your body would be more attractive here, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't love your body there.
I'm actually mad curious, but I don't want to find out like what I would look like with the dad bod. Like,
okay, you know
not
what,
like
actually, can I
super
say something?
overweight. I just mean like, a couple extra lbs.
Can
like,
I say something? Like, this is actually really funny. I guess not funny,
are you
but
gonna
like
tell me I
interesting.
have a dad bod?
No,
Is that what you're gonna tell me?
but like physical attraction is very important, but I think it's very important in the beginning because I feel like sometimes I forget how good of a body you do have and like how attractive you are. Like, not to be like totally like let you guys in, but like there's been times where like during our special married time
McKinley
where I'll like look and be like, damn, my husband's shredded. I forgot because like I don't look at you always like that. Like I genuinely love you. Like so that's where I feel like it's not really a physical. Like sometimes I physically do forget how attractive you are, but I just love you.
I can't believe you just said that.
No, but like you're just so like I don't know.
She got me blushing. And
no,
shit.
but like I really do. Like I'm like I like forget that it's like you are so good looking but like I'm genuinely so in love with you that like I feel like I don't look at you like that as much.
I feel that because like
and like sometimes I forget to like appreciate what's going on here. Because but that's what I'm saying, like if you gained weight I really don't even think I'd be thinking like twice about it because I just freaking love you. So like
that's fair.
It's not like I love you because you have bicep. Like I never look at your body like that and you're like, oh, your arms are bigger, your legs are that. Like I don't really look at you like that.
That's fair.
But I do appreciate, sometimes they'll just randomly be like, damn, my husband is hot.
Yeah, I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I just love you. And then, one day I'll see you from the other side of somewhere and I'll be like, oh, wow, she's hot. I'm like, that's my wife.
Yeah, but isn't that like the cool thing about love is like, it's like you really don't love someone just because they're good looking or just because they have a good body. It's like you just love them for them and you kind of do forget about like the appearance. So that's why I really do think that physical attraction is obviously to start very important, but it's not everything. Because I mean, think about it. We're both going to get old and wrinkly and we're not going to be looking the same in 50
That's funny
years.
actually because we're watching like that show right now. And in the show, like his girl gets a nose job and it's like a little botched. And he's like, the girl is upset about it. But
it's Vanderpump Rules.
He's even more upset about it. Because he's like, I'm the one that has to look at you. And I'm like, damn, dude.
No,
like,
I know. And that's like red flag.
But like 100%, like I think maybe he just went about the wrong way saying 100%. It. Like I think maybe he's trying to say like, why are you getting all this plastic surgery? Like you don't need to do that.
You can't.
I'm looking at the bright side. I'm hoping that's like his mindset on it. But like,
it's not.
I think obviously I'm like, dude, well, like if like they're engaged, like I'm like, if you love that girl, well, at least where we're at in the season, like they're engaged. I'm like, if you love that girl, like it's not a big deal. Like, it will be okay. You guys will figure it out. Like if you love that person, holy shit, you're about to get married and like that's what you're worried about.
Yeah,
like,
that's it's even like when I told you
like what if I broke my nose and my shit was crooked?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, are you not going to love them if they don't look the same or like what, I love you for you. Your looks it's nice, but like I feel like that's not the reason that I don't know. I feel like you can't have love based on looks. Like that
so
will
you're
never
gonna make
last.
me a cookie skillet tonight?
I do every single night. Do I ever?
I have a problem. I'm gonna say.
Do I ever not? I mean.
Okay. This one is a weird one. Like I got this from Google, so don't judge me. Like I'm not asking for my own well-being. Like I swear to God, I got this from Google. Do girls want to touch guys' buttholes? I Googled top 10 questions guys are too afraid to ask girls, and that was one of them, I swear. I don't know why.
Me personally, and I know for most girls, I'm good. I'm good. Why? Why did you want to know that?
I don't know.
Do you want?
I didn't want to know that, I swear.
Is that something you want?
No. I don't want my butthole touched. I have heard some guys being into that though. Not me, but I've heard of that. I would never. but
Joshua, you sus.
You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. Shut up. Don't act like it's me. But okay. Oh, calm down. I don't know why I'm crying right now. Oh, why am I laughing so hard? The caffeine's like kicking in on my laugh or something. If
things where people are like, what did they smoke before doing this? Or what did they do this?
Nothing, I promise. Okay. If I was one of those guys that was into that, would you?
No, I'm not touching your phone.
Ow, I got a cramp.
Okay.
So, okay. Hypothetically speaking, if you had a different boyfriend or husband, and he's like, yo, and he's like, yo, touch my butthole, you wouldn't do it.
Like, excuse me.
I'm just curious, how does that come up in like conversation?
I think just like you said. Touch
it. Is that how it goes?
Josh and I will get
I was just trying to play that scenario in my head, and like it just made me laugh thinking about it.
We'll get in these moods.
Makes no sense at all.
Where we'll just start laughing, and then we can't look at each other. Like the other day when we were brushing our teeth, I don't know why we were just laughing.
Shit was funny. I don't even know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, like I'm not gonna out them because I don't even want to talk on that subject anymore. Actually, let's move on.
Yeah, what? Okay, next subject. I don't even know why you asked that question. Next.
I swear, I'll show you the Google right now.
No, I believe you.
The first link I clicked, that was one of the questions. Okay, am I allowed to call your friends hot or other girls hot?
No, that's weird.
Or it's like just maybe not just me, but like any guy.
What?
Like any guy that's dating a girl, like, is he allowed to say another girl's hot or like maybe one of her friends?
No, I think that's super disrespectful to call a girl hot. I think if you were like, oh, she's a really pretty girl, that's nothing disrespectful. I don't think you can't say someone's pretty.
Are you testing me when, because dude, sometimes Katie will be like, oh my God, like check her out or like something.
Okay, not like that.
And I'm like,
I was like, oh my God.
Wait, pause.
Like, I'll be like, I
can't do that.
Okay, if a girl had like massive boobs, I'd be like, oh my gosh, she has big boobs. And then Josh is like, and I'm like, not in that way.
I'm like, does she?
Like, not in like a sexual way. Or like, just be like, oh, that girl has a really good body. Like appreciating a girl who has a good body or a guy who has a good body versus like lusting. There's a difference.
Well, I feel like guys do that. I'm like, damn, that guy's jacked.
Yeah,
like,
that doesn't mean you think he's like hot.
Whoa, no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Okay, that's fair.
So there's a difference of like appreciate, be like, oh wow, they have a nice body, or like, oh, they're really attractive, or they're really pretty. Like I could say a guy's, I'd be like, oh, he's a very attractive guy. You've said that about girls. You've said that about guys. You're like, I think he's like an attractive guy. Like if you're talking about something.
Yeah, but if you're like, damn, he's hot.
Yeah,
I'd be like, yo,
that's disrespectful. I feel like.
Chill.
Yeah.
Okay, this next question, I probably shouldn't be asking like a pregnant, person, but I'm going to. Actually, no, this is probably the perfect time to ask because you're hormonal, Are periods really that bad? Like, I feel, are they?
Everyone has periods completely different. I think they suck. And it's just kind of like, yeah, they kind of do suck.
Like, honestly,
they are that
I
bad.
want to ask that question, but I feel like that if blood was coming out of me, like, I feel like I would think it was that bad. And that's probably not even the bad part.
It's just something I feel like you deal with. Like it's really like the other stuff. Like it's the pain for me. Like the period cramps are miserable. And I think like there's so many other symptoms of like the feelings, your hormones changing, like that sucks. Like there is, and like everyone has it so differently. Like some people it's like, yeah, it's always going to suck. Like the blood coming out, that's not even the problem.
I just think like, in general, it's just inconvenient.
You
know what I'm saying? Like, I can't imagine having to like make sure like I'm checking my tampon, like, or whatever, like, or shoving something up there, like.
Well, it's kind of
it just sounds inconvenient.
The inconvenience is more so like, let's say you have a spring break trip coming up and you've been waiting, and then you're like, oh my God, I have my period on this, and so you're like, I'm gonna be in a bathing suit the entire time, making sure that you go to places where you can change your tampon like so often. It's just very inconvenient. Like if let's say like, okay, I was going on a trip with my friends, be like, oh my God, we're going to be on a boat from this time to this time. Like, where am I going to be able to change my tampon? Or like, it's like kind of puts you in different situations. You're like, okay, I better make sure I wear this in case like I bled through, or do this in case I did that. It's like, it is a little stressful. And that's just like, that's just one part of it. The other part is like dealing with like, if you have headaches, your hormones,
bloating,
being hungry, bloating. Yeah.
Stupid question. I don't even know why I asked that, because
they really are that bad.
That bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't even lie.
But I mean,
we do it. Girls are savages. I can't even lie. Excuse me. Why do girls always like bad boys?
I think they like the chase. Maybe it's not necessarily. It's not necessarily that they like bad boys, but like sometimes when a guy's like too obsessed with you, you already know that you have their attention, so maybe you just move on to the next.
Yeah, but I feel like a guy could be obsessed with you and still be considered like a bad boy, like someone that gets in trouble or is like.
I don't really know, to be honest, like why they'd want like
So
a
you
bad boy.
don't think I'm a bad boy then?
No. The booty hole question is just throwing me off. Now you know if you're a bad boy. You want to be funny?
Have I been a bad boy? I'm gonna have to cut this whole podcast.
I can't breathe. It like hurts. It like literally hurts to laugh. Okay.
Oh wow, that one actually I cringed a little on that one. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry for.
Me too.
Sorry, I don't know. I was just asking, like okay. At the time though, did you think I was like? Because I would say like I know the question's for you.
You would say
like,
you were a bad boy.
No, like I would say like girls probably like I don't know.
Oh, because you rode a motorcycle.
I don't know what it is. Why do girls like? That's why I want to know. That's why I'm asking.
I feel like guys who maybe are like
girls like the danger,
edgy, yeah, like danger, because it's like I don't know. I really don't know what's like a little attractive about that. But not all girls are like that. Like some girls like guys who aren't dangerous. I think. I don't know. Yeah,
that's
everyone has a type.
Do girls always want guys to make the first move, and why?
I don't think all girls do, but I personally would, just so I didn't have to. And
Why,
it's like a dominant masculine thing, maybe.
Okay.
But for me, it would also be like, yeah, because I'm like nervous. Be like, yeah, you make the first move.
So like, if I never went to kiss you, like, you think we're kissing or not?
No, I'd probably wait for you, unless it was a long time. But that's just me because I would have been nervous. Like I was kind of nervous.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe the reason is because it's like, as a girl, like if the guy's making the first move, they're going in for the kiss, and you know it's like confirmed. Like I already know I want to kiss you, but now that you went in for the kiss, it's like, oh, he wants to kiss me too.
Okay,
that's confirmation.
Yeah, I would say I feel like for a girl, like that'd be like, you know, a guy showing them they like.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, you can't if you like a girl, just don't go in for a kiss. But
yeah,
get rejected. Have you ever been rejected on a kiss?
No.
Well, I guess if you're not making the first move, you probably haven't. Have you rejected somebody on a kiss?
No.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever been rejected on a kiss.
But
that's like your biggest fear, like kissing someone is like, you know, or like, I'm trying to think if there's any awkward kissing situations for me. I don't think so.
Yeah, no. I don't think I've rejected. There should have rejected some kisses, but I think I was too nervous too. So I was just like, okay, we're doing this.
Interesting. Okay, what's the proper answer to this? Does this dress make me look fat? Honestly, what is the right answer? Because it's like, if you say no, then like I feel like they're like, oh, you're lying. Yeah, it does. And if you say yeah, it's like,
I think it depends on the person, because like some people want honesty and some don't want honesty.
Like today, I honestly, I wore something and I was like, what do you think of this? And like,
I feel like
really, the color was cool.
We're pretty
but, like,
honest with each other, but also we're pretty secure with like our bodies. So like that changes. But I also think there's always a way to go about it. I feel like, yeah, you look fat in that, or yeah, it does. I think there's always a way, because like my mom will ask me, and I'm always like kind of brutally honest with her. And that's why she always asks me. She's like, I always ask you because you give me the truth. But I'm not like, yeah, that makes you look fat. I'm like, honestly, like I like the other one. I think it's a lot more flattering. Or you just be like, I think that you have other dresses that look better. Or you like kind of make it more so about the dress, because some dresses, like even on me, and like I am fit. I'm okay. I have a baby right now, but like when I'm not pregnant,
you're still
like I've tried things on and I'm like, wait, this looks really unflattering on me. And it's like, even if you have like a good body, things can still look unflattering on you. So sometimes it is just the style of whatever the dress or the outfit is.
So when I said that the dress you were wearing with the puffy shoulders made it look like you had football pads on, was that not the right thing to say?
That wasn't really the right thing to say.
That wasn't the right thing to say.
No. It was like, oh, thanks, babe. Like I know,
but
it
wasn't you with the dress. No, it wasn't. It wasn't even the broad shoulders.
Yeah, but I think a better way to say it is just be like, I don't really like the puffy shoulders.
Like, I don't
it's not your style.
Puffy shoulders.
It's not your style.
Yeah, that ain't your vibe.
Or just be like,
then the dress you wore had like puffiness to it. Because then if I said it's not your style, maybe you'd go away from the puffiness. But like, it wasn't the puffiness I hated. It was just that certain.
I think the proper way is always to make them feel good. Just be like, honestly, like I think you look really great, but I feel like there's other dresses that are more flattering.
Oh, so you're that like build them up to break them down type
Yeah,
vibe.
but it not even break them down. Just be like, there's other dresses that are more flattering.
That's fair.
Just be like, no, you don't look fat at all. Like you never tell someone they look fat because it's not even that they're fat, but sometimes like things can not help accentuate how someone looks. And I personally think that some people want the truth, some people don't. So maybe just tell people that they look good if that's not what they're asking for.
No, 100%.
You got to know the person.
Mean, even me, you know, like you said, you didn't like what I was wearing today, and I appreciate the honesty.
But you asked me, like I didn't just say, oh, I don't like what you're like. Do you?
No,
like
no.
this?
I asked her because I was already a little skeptical of the shirt.
And I didn't say, ew, what the F are you wearing?
No,
ew,
she's like,
you look bad.
That's not the vibe.
No, and I literally was like, I like it. I just think the cut's a little weird. Like the cut of your shirt was weird.
A little cut to it.
Yeah.
Sun's out, guns out. You know, we got the jersey on. Okay, I have another question for you.
Oh God.
We want the honesty. Does size matter? I feel like this is probably the number one question guys want to ask girls. I don't know why. That was like number one on Google, to be honest.
I'm not really like the right girl to ask.
Why?
Because I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Does size matter? Yes or no?
I don't have a problem with you.
So I'm chilling then.
I'm good.
Oh, okay. But if like a guy, I don't know, it could go both ways. It's like way too big, like would that be an issue, or is it like way too small, would that be an issue, or are you just cool with anything? Like that's really the question.
I mean,
I hope we're good.
We're good.
We're married.
We're
like
good.
I hope we're good.
I think like if it was really small, like it could be an issue, but I can't really speak for. I haven't hooked up with someone or like that's like that small. Like
that's fair.
So I don't know.
That's fair.
Or like opposite end of the spectrum. Like I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. Like I haven't like slept around enough
I get that.
To confirm or deny a problem. Right. But like I could think that. Like I don't know if it really was like that big. Like, I mean, would you be like, are we even having sex? Like, I don't really know. Like, what are your thoughts? Because you would know just as much as I do. No, like it's not like you have no experience. I have no experience. So like, do you think it would be like
for a girl? I would think like, there'd be definitely a happy medium, like, I don't know because I'm not a girl, but I would think you'd want to meet somewhere in the middle,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But like, also 100%. Like, I don't know. It depends.
But I'm not a girl. So I don't know. I'm not the person. That's why I'm asking you.
I'm a girl, but I haven't slept with people, like that. So like, I don't really have experience, so I can't confirm or deny.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't got to worry about these problems.
She said, I don't got these. She said, I got 99 problems, but that ain't one.
That ain't one.